In the middle of a study on Jesus the King, the book by Timothy Keller. And many of you have begun that study on our small group time on Sundays and Wednesdays. And some of you haven't. And I'm still hoping that I can convince you to take a little time each week and join us in study. But if not, I'm going to try to do this every week and see if I can maybe whet your appetite with a little bit of information about what we're covering in the book. So the book is wonderful. It's written by a pastor who has a real heart for folks who are far from God and bringing them near. And he speaks to us about Jesus in a way that I think is very compelling. It's meant so much to me reading it now for the fourth time that I just wanted to share it with as many people as I could in the church, and also hopefully light a spark for some who may have you may have kind of drifted away from your regular study and your time. This is just another opportunity to do that. So I'm going to try to take um, a minute every week of your time with a video and just present some of the highlighting points that we've gone over. And so I'll just get right to it. When we're talking about this book with Dr. Keller, he describes for us how Jesus is deeply rooted in history, both before and after his birth, and as the one promised by God and the one that has come as the Son of God. He was anointed by God for the purpose of saving us from our sin. And so we can count on the reliability of Jesus because he is historical even before he was born and certainly after he was born. He's a part of the Trinity that exists in perfect love. And that all that is it reflects the flow from that mutual love. Everything that is comes from that mutual love and is given and received by the Father and the Spirit and the Son. It is unselfish and complete, and God invites us into what Dr. Keller describes as a dance, which is the selfless love of God within himself, and we get to be a part of that. We're not invited to come and bring anything and have to give him anything or owe him anything, but he gives us this simply out of his desire to give it to us, and um, and that is something totally new for us as human beings, and we know it most perfectly in the life of Jesus. When we heed the invitation to go to him, everything about life changes for us, and it continues to change as we move nearer and deeper to the center of that with him. We find beauty in God simply for who he is and not always for what he may provide for us. We just want to know him and love him for the person that he is. His love allows us to find that same sort of beauty in ourselves and also in others. And this all being true, we are called to the center of all of life. We are called to center all of life on God. And we have to learn how to think about God in that way, not as a person that we go to for instruction or inspiration or needed provision. He's really deeply, he's really deeply desiring a relationship with you that is unique to the love that he created you with. And that is how we truly find the joy in our life and the meaning for our life. And it's why we join in the dance with God so that we can enjoy the purpose that he has for us, but also the love that he has for us that is unique for us and shapes us and molds us. He also mentions that we live on a spiritual battleground. The life that we live, we don't escape trouble when we become a Christian. We just know how to deal with the life that is around us more effectively. And the God-centered life that we've talked about now is the only way to make it through the battle. The battle's been won. It was won on Calvary, but there's a lot of cleaning up to do, both in the world and in our own lives. But the way that we do it is we dance through all of that with God. It doesn't mean that it's going to be easy. It only means that with God at the center of life, we find the victory and we experience the victory on his terms and not our own. His way is always the best. And what is his way? And his way is we fight the battle the same way Jesus did. We do what the Father does, and we say to others in the world what the Father says. And I pray that that's true for each and every one of us. If you'd like to join us, we meet at 9:30 on Sunday mornings upstairs, and on Wednesday night at 6:30, same place upstairs. If you'd like to for me to get a book for you, just let me know, and I'll be glad to do that. God bless you. I hope that this Thursday is full and meaningful with the love and grace of God.